Hello, and good morning, federal employees. It is so good to be with you today. And today's topic is so important. And when it comes to planning for retirement, if you understand what we're going to talk about today, you're going to be better prepared for retirement than you were before. Many people do not understand, at least the people that I talk to, do not understand this concept. At least some people know about it, but they don't truly see how it does affect their retirement. And so that's why I'm going to talk about it today, to really dig in, to really know how it works for you. So that huge misconception that I see all the time is taxes in retirement. And specifically for this week, I'm going to talk about your pension. So many people believe, right, that you put in your 20 years, your 30 years, however many years you did with the federal government, and you paid into the retirement system. Of course, don't you, I guess, deserve to get that money out tax-free? And that, who knows what we deserve, right? But basically, the rules are set up where your pension, for the most part, is taxable income. And this is how it works. So during your career, you do pay a portion of your paycheck into the federal system, the federal FERS retirement system. And that money that you pay in, you actually get that tax-free because you already pay taxes on it. But it's actually a very small percentage of what you actually get in retirement, because this is what they do. They add up everything you paid into the system, and they spread that over your projected retirement, and that is the percentage of your monthly pension check that you get in retirement that is not taxable. So in a nutshell, in most cases, about 95 to 98% of your pension is taxable, 100% taxable. It's going to add to your taxable income, right? And some people get that, but then people don't understand what that does to their situation. And if you didn't know, I'm not going to focus on this time, but Social Security, for the most part, for many federal employees, is taxable income. And taking money out of the traditional CSP, taxable income. So this is what ends up happening. Let me walk you through it. So let's say someone didn't anticipate the taxes that would come out of their pension, right? They said, hey, I'm going to get $3,000 for my pension every month. That's almost one of my paychecks. I'm going to be good to go. Let's retire, right? They retire and they start getting their pension, and they don't realize, okay, taxes and other things are going to come out. Oh, I didn't know that. And so where am I going to fill that gap? I need more income. Where am I going to fill it, right? And generally that comes from the TSP. If they have a gap to fill after Social Security and after your pension, it usually comes from the TSP. So let's say, in theory, you have a $500 gap where above and beyond your fixed income, you need $500 to live, month to month. You then say, okay, I'm going to take $500 out of my TSP, but you then realize, okay, the TSP is taxable as well. So now I have to take, let's say, $700 out of my TSP, pay the taxes on that to be left with the $500 that you need to live. And so what happens is this cycle of lots and lots of taxes. And taxes are a good thing. We enjoy this beautiful country. It's a great thing, right? And it is a privilege to live here, right? And if someone really doesn't like to pay taxes, I guess they can move and change citizenship and all that good stuff. I love the country. I love where we live. And so wherever we stand politically, that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Taxes are a part of life. And it's a matter of knowing what is taxable income, knowing what your situation is going to be like in retirement, and preparing accordingly. I'm not saying that we could totally eliminate taxes in retirement, because that's very difficult to do unless your income is just very low. And generally, people don't want to have that standard of living. So, especially as federal employees, you have great fixed income. And so you're going to have a decent amount of taxable income. It's just a matter of, okay, what is that actually going to look like, and what is that going to do for me? And knowing that information before you retire allows you to make sure that you're prepared for that, and you know what things are actually going to look like in retirement. So there's one more thing I want to touch on, and I'm actually going to go to my computer and show you what this actually means for you in retirement. So your taxes coming out of your pension, taxes come out of Social Security, taxes coming out of your TSP. When it comes to your pension, there's some other things that do come out that most federal employees don't realize is such a substantial part of what they're going to get paid. So I'm going to go over to my computer and show you the reductions. That includes taxes, but there's other things as well that come out of your pension before you even see it. And some people know about this topic intellectually, but they don't actually see the numbers of what that actually means. And most people that I show this to are shocked. They're shocked. So let's go over and I'll show you. Okay, so right now I'm over at my computer, and now if you are listening to this on the podcast, that's great. I'll try to walk you through it as best I can with just my voice. But if you have the opportunity, please jump over to my YouTube channel and I will be able to show you my screen of what this actually looks like. It'll be a lot more powerful that way. But like I said, I'll do my best to walk you through it so you know what's going on. So, in this person's situation, their gross pension is about $2,200, a little more than that. And I'm not going to talk about how we calculate the pension, right? But every month, their gross pension is going to be $2,200, a little more, right? But there's a few things that come out. Okay, the first thing is survivor benefits. If you've never heard about survivor benefits, basically it allows your spouse to get a portion of your pension if you were to pass away. And for many people, this is a big deal. First, for income for your spouse, so they're not left destitute. They don't have to really hit their TSP hard or anything like that. Second, if they do not have a survivor benefit, they cannot continue FEHB or your health insurance into retirement. That may or may not be a big deal for you, depending on what other insurance you have, let's say TRICARE or other things. Just make sure you know that little fact. So, in this situation, I'm going to say that they're going to get the max survivor benefit. So in that case, that's going to cost them 10% of their pension. So that's about $220 that's going to come out to pay for that survivor benefit. Second, FEHB premiums. Like I said, not everyone has FEHB, especially if you have TRICARE. That's a common reason why people don't, but many people do, and FEHB is a huge benefit to have, especially in retirement. So make sure you know about this. So an average, let's say, family plan is going to cost you $400, $450, $500 right in there, depending on what plan you have. I don't know. For this person, I'm assuming $420, okay? So that's how much is coming out month to month from their pension is $420. Okay. Next is taxes. And like we were saying, because your Social Security, because your pension, because your TSP is all taxable income, many federal employees actually are in a pretty high tax bracket in retirement. So in this situation, I'm assuming 15%. We don't know exactly what it'll be for you because everyone's income is different. Everyone's, you could be filing jointly, you could be filing singly. I don't know your situation. I'm assuming 15%. I think it's a pretty good guess in this situation. So 15% of their gross pension is about $330. So that comes out as well. And then other deductions. So other deductions that will come into here are, let's say, if you have vision, dental, different insurances through the government, let's say FEGLI, your life insurance through the government, those things are going to come straight out of your pension. So I only put $30. Let's say this person had a small vision plan, something like that. So once you take all of those things out, as you see, this person started with about $2,200 every month. But after all the reductions came out and the check that they actually get to be able to spend is only about $1,200. So about $1,000 difference every month than what they thought they were going to get. When I help clients with this, when I help them actually walk through their very own numbers and say, okay, this is what your gross pension is, but this is what you're actually going to be able to spend, and this is what we have to work with, they are shocked most of the time. Most people know this intellectually, but when it actually comes to their situation, it is pretty shocking to know what it is actually going to be at the end of the day. Okay, now I'm back here. I jumped off my computer, so I hope that was helpful. I hope it was helpful for you to understand, okay, me and my situation, where might I be at with taxes and my pension? The worst thing is to get blindsided in retirement, not knowing about these different things that will come up, that will happen to your pension. Like I said, there's no perfect ways to eliminate taxes other than just decreasing your income to a very low level. And that is not people's ideal picture of retirement many times. And so it's just a matter of being prepared and knowing that you are prepared for whatever comes. Knowing to say, okay, I understand the rules. I understand what's going to come out of my pension. I understand the taxes that are going to happen, and I am prepared, whether that's with TSP, other savings, or maybe you don't need very much of your income. I don't know. I don't know where you're at, but please, please, please review this before you retire. And if you have time before retirement, awesome. Think about it. Run your numbers now to say, okay, how long would I have to work to be able to get to a certain point where I'm comfortable with these things that are going to come out of my pension? And like I said, everything that I talked about is not going to apply perfectly to everyone. Everyone's situation is a little different. There's nuances everywhere that you could really tweak and make make choices that really can optimize everything for your situation. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, if you'd like more things like this where I'm actually showing you my computer what things actually look like in numbers, dollars and cents, then let me know in the comments. Tell me what you guys want to hear, and I'll do my best to provide that for you. So again, I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time, and have a great rest of your week.